So there. Roger Allam, who plays D.I. Fred Thursday, joins me now. So good to see you. So glad this is back.
Good.
So glad it's back. I guess everybody's dealing with, because obviously in the last series it was the death of George, and everybody's kind of dealing with that, and I think all of the characters are sort of having to deal with the fallout.
Thursday's kind of carried the can for George's death and been demoted, and is now under the command of Ronnie Box, who was the guy he really hated in Robbery in last series.
So it's not good for him. He's in a bad way in many ways.
He is in a bad way.
Thought he was going to be able to retire.
That's right.
He's got no money.
No.
Relationship's not going well.
No. Well, money stolen by his brother. Really not great. Things with Wynne are a bit
not good.
Really not good. It's bad.
I know. Well, I hope there's going to be a little bit of a glimmer of light, perhaps. You never can tell.
There's always hope.
There's always hope. There's always hope. Now, it's 1969.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that this series does so beautifully. It's this sense of time. You believe that you're there, that it's actually at that time. The attention to detail is extraordinary.
Well, I think Russell's particularly brilliant at that, at marking the, you know, how time moves on and the different periods and stuff. And the art department do a fantastic job every time. You know, it's wonderful.
And it must make it a little bit easier for you to get into that character and to feel that sense of what the world was like then.
And as time has gone on, of course, Thursday feels slightly stuck in the past, as though, you know, time is moving on, leaving him behind.
What I love about this is it's like watching it's cinematic, it's like watching a film. There's 4 this time, so we've got 4 movies to look forward to, basically. That's what it's like. Does it feel like that when you're making them? Does it feel like that rather than a sort of maybe typical TV series?
Well, I mean, the only other real series that I've been involved in was The Thick of It, and it certainly feels totally different to The Thick of It.
Do you know what, The Thick of It? I don't think you could do that now, because everything is beyond satire.
It kind of is, isn't it?
It was one of the... I mean, I still watch it now and I howl with laughter. It's absolutely genius, but I don't know that I don't think you could do it now. In some ways you would think you could because there's so much material.
Yes, there's a wealth of material,
but
let's be honest.
How do you make a farce of a farce?
Yeah.
You know, it's too farcical anyway. It really is. It's just crazy. But I did love you in that. You were very, very funny.
That was fun, but I mean, totally different.
Oh, it couldn't be more different.
Couldn't be more different in the way of making it to something like Endeavour, which you're quite right, is more like making a movie, although making a kind of feature-length television is very, very different to making a big-budget movie.
But this has to be the character that you've spent the most time with in your career, I guess.
It certainly is, yeah.
It must be.
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Yeah, I do.
I really like him.
I really liked him right from the beginning, and that's why I wanted to do it. Partly because it was a big contrast to what I'd been doing before, and also because he reminded me a lot about people of that generation in my family. So it was great to kind of channel that in some kind of way. Yeah.
Very difficult to pin you down there. We are talking about the thick of it, you know, in Endeavour. And obviously you're in Game of Thrones, the Royal Shakespeare Company. But obviously, much more importantly than that, a whole new generation of fans with Sarah and Duck.
Ah, yeah.
Do you get people coming out saying, my kid loves you? But what a delight to do that. But it's the thing of the sort of variety of what you do. It's quite remarkable.
That's something I've always enjoyed. That's the thing that I think first attracted me to acting. Was going to see the National Theatre when they were at the Old Vic and seeing the same actors in different parts. And I thought, oh, that's great. You know.
I know, it's good.
Yeah.
Are we going to see more Endeavour, fingers crossed, after this? Do we know?
Who knows?
Because then it would be going into the 1970s then, which would be very interesting. Yeah. Oh, he's not giving anything away. Maybe. I hope so. I really do hope so. And Sean has been, he's directed an episode as well.
He directed, he directed our second film in this series, and did fantastically well, really annoyingly well, actually. I mean, because he seemed to move from behind the camera to in front of the camera with the greatest of ease. It seemed the most natural thing in the world, and also he was very good at talking to guest actors, because it's quite difficult for guest actors coming in when something's so as well oiled and established as you know, we are as a group of characters. Putting them at their ease, giving very good acting notes. He was great.
Good. Glad to hear it. Cannot wait to see it. Sunday, 8 o'clock, ITV.
Indeed.
Excellent. I will be there. Thank you, Roger. It's always a joy to talk to you.
Great
Thank
pleasure.
you so much.